Hello everyone, it's me. I just thought I would do a quick update for you. I know I probably haven't done one in about 6 months, I think. The last time I think I spoke to you, I had talked to the doctors about there was a possibility of getting part of my right lung removed that was causing all the damage, and me to come into hospital for lots and lots of IVs, obviously a lot more frequently than I should be, and they decided that they couldn't do that after the results of the CT scan. They thought it would be more of a harm than a hindrance because there's a lot more damage than we originally thought. I think as well I was going on holiday to Egypt. We had a lovely time. I think actually I might have done one when I came back, and it was a sum up of the 5-week one. I remember now. It was when I spent my birthday in here in November last year. It must have been sort of towards the end of last year that I did one. So I thought, it'd probably be a good time to kind of update everybody and say hello, especially because I've made some more CF friends. I say friends because we can't obviously meet, but we chat on Facebook and stuff. Some of them are from the ward here, and some of them from around the world. So I thought I'd say hello. As you can see, I'm back in. I left this until tonight deliberately because this is my last night in hospital. So I've been in for 3 weeks. So I'm going home tomorrow, which is really, really good. I thought I would leave it until now because I think I look a little bit better than when I came in. It wouldn't have been pretty. So, the last 6 months since the last time I spoke to you, obviously I've started on the Aztreonam. The doctors were originally refused the drug for me because the manufacturers weren't actually distributing it until April of this year for general use. But obviously Dr. Tom and Mary Carol and everyone fought their way through it, and I managed to get the drug, and I started that at the beginning of this year. And the drug's Aztreonam. It's actually quite a well-known drug. It's used in IV antibiotics quite a lot, but this is through my nebulizer, so it's a new form that it's taken. I managed to get that in January, and it's a month on month off treatment. So 1 month I'm on Toby nebs, and then I'm on Aztreonam, then I'm on Toby and Aztreonam. I'll just keep going backwards and forwards. I guess the drug itself is really good. It takes about 30 seconds actually to go through my e-flow, which is really quick. And it's 3 times a day, along with my twice a day heparin, twice a day Dornase. Whilst it's more times a day, it's less time on my e-flow, so I actually prefer being on Aztreonam. And I actually feel physically better when I'm on it. I know I can feel a difference with it myself. I suppose the downside is it hasn't actually stopped me from coming in any less frequently. Or it hasn't appeared to yet anyway, because obviously it's a month on month off treatment. I've only actually had it 3 or 4 times, and obviously I'm not sure if that's a long enough time for it to work long term, so we'll give it a few more months, I suppose. As far as I can tell, it's working. I can feel when I'm on my Toby nebs. I don't feel that great when I'm on my Toby nebs, so they've changed those now, so it's colomycin, it's switched. Another antibiotic. So I've got that to take home with me, and it's just chopping and changing different drugs to try and see which combinations work better to fight the chest infections and allow me to stay out of hospital for longer, really. At the moment I'm managing about 6 to 8 weeks out versus 3 weeks in and 6 to 8 weeks out. So it's quite a lot. So yeah, the next step really would be transplant, which I've talked about with my doctors, you know, very openly and honestly from day one, really. I'm not there yet, so it's not, you know, I feel like I'm quite happy with the way things are going at the moment, and I'm quite happy to carry on. I had my lung function today, so it was probably about 30 something when I came in, 30%, and it's gone up to 51% today. So I've always sort of said, as long as I can get it to at least 50%, then that's good for me. I'm quite happy with that. So also this time, and since February really, I've had another thing to look forward to, and that is another holiday. Like I said last time, I think a lot of you know probably from my blogs, was when I was counting down the days to go to Egypt, which we managed to do in March next year. So 278 days. The Disney 6. Me and my 5 friends, well, 4 friends and boyfriend, are all going to Orlando for 2 weeks. So absolutely mega excited for that. It's going to be knackering for me, and everyone else, but especially for me, especially in that heat, and all the excitement. And you know, I'll be working with my doctors and physios closely to make sure that I get my oxygen with me. We'll probably need to use the wheelchair whilst I'm out there. But the upsides are we don't have to queue for the rides, so there are good things, I suppose. There aren't many good things about this illness, so I'll take that. It pays to be a crip, apparently. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and we're all paying it off and counting down, and obviously there's insurance to think about, which is an absolute nightmare for CF patients, especially ones who are on oxygen. Even though I'm only on it overnight, I have to take it with me. So the cheapest quote I've found is £1,200. That's £1,200, yes, just for insurance. So all of you guys moaning because you have to pay 50 quid, yeah, pipe down. So I've got to try and save for that as well. But to be honest, I've been looking forward to this holiday, like planning this holiday ever since I was a little girl, so I really don't care. I'll be so excited to go to Disney World and to the Harry Potter studios. For those of you who know me, I'm a massive Potterhead. That's Potterhead, not Pothead. So I'll be really excited about that, and all the Universal Studios, and swimming with the dolphins in Discovery Cove, so really excited. And again, as you know from my previous blogs, the best way to get through an admission is to have something to look forward to, and I think that is the ultimate thing to look forward to. So also, whilst I've been in this time, as every CF knows, this time of year is annual review time, or MOT time, whatever time you want to call it. It's basically where, as CF is such a sporadic, spaced out illness, it affects everything, lots and lots of things, so everything has to be tested once a year. That includes like your liver, your dietary requirements, your chest obviously, all the social aspects of it, things like your nebulizer has to be looked at, or your mouthpieces and things have to be changed. You've got I had to fill out a food diary for 5 days so the dietitian can look at what I'm eating and see. That's been a bit of an issue this time. I've lost, I think it's like 11 kilos or something in the space of about 6 months, which is quite a big dip, really. So they're a bit concerned because I keep losing weight. I've kind of lost my appetite. I had a particularly nasty admission in January where I lost my appetite, and I think I probably had about 2 meals in about 3 weeks, something like that. It was really stupid. Just, it happens sometimes. I think, especially if you're on a lot of antibiotics, like I am when I come in and I'm on 4 different antibiotics at a time, so it can make you really lose your appetite. So I lost quite a lot of weight then, and and I just haven't managed to put it back on. My appetite hasn't really picked up. It has, but it's not as it used to be, which I'm hoping will change. In the meantime, I've got Scandi shakes, which are really high calorie shakes that I have to take every day just to maintain a bit of weight. But it's not that much of a problem because, I mean, I had a bit of like reserve weight, if you like. I was pudgy last year, so I put quite a bit of pudgy weight on last year, so I can afford to lose it. I just can't afford to lose it anymore, so hopefully it'll pick up. Yeah, like I said, your bloods are checked for everything, your liver's checked because you can get liver damage. My liver is a little bit scarred, so I've started on some treatment. I started about 2 years ago, and there hasn't been any change, so it's preventing further damage, which is good. My diabetes gets checked, all my blood sugars. They did that last time I was in. They do a blood sugar test that is over the last 6 months. They do like an overall one, and it was 6.4, so perfect. Yeah, so the physios, I did my exercise test today, which is like a shuttle test where you've got 2 cones at either end of the gym, and you have to listen to the CD that beeps, and it starts off really slowly, and you have to walk from one to the other. By the time the beep beeps, you have to be at the other side, and it gradually gets quicker and quicker and quicker. And I managed to get the same as what I got last year, so I'm just glad it wasn't any worse, which is good. I was expecting it to be. But my basic fitness level is quite good, so there's always room for improvement. As you know, I am really not a fan of exercise. I hate exercise, it's the worst thing. But I do try, and I swim every now and again, the usual. But yeah, so they were quite happy with that. You have all sorts of tests in the space of a day, but they've done it over this admission. You get to speak to a psychologist, you get to speak to your social worker, you get to speak to your consultant, and they cover everything from like housing and where you're living, to family planning, future plans, what you're doing at the moment, any help that you need or anything you want to ask. They discuss obviously transplant, which, as I said, quite happy with how things are at the moment. I'm not quite there yet. I'll be ready for it, I suppose, when I need to be. So, but at the moment I'm quite happy with how things are. I'm quite happy to let Aztreonam have its go. And yeah, just focus on trying to stay at this level really, and not. So, yeah, apart from that, I'm okay. I'm feeling okay, and I feel a lot better than when I came in, so that's a bonus. The fact I managed to get my lung function up to 50%, like I said, is all I wanted, so I'm happy with that. I just wanted to say a couple of things as well, like to my cousin Joe, who I don't know if some of you know or not from previous videos. He's got leukemia. He's only little, so yeah, I just thought I'd give you a shout out and say love you loads, and I will see you hopefully very soon when I get out of here. I keep making plans to get up to York, and then I end up in here, so I'm not going to say I'll be up soon, but I will. You sent me a lot of love over the last few weeks, as always, and I just wanted to tell you you're my hero, so I'll see you very soon, and take care. And also just wanted to say hi to all my other CF friends who I've gotten to know over the past few months, really. I hope you're all doing alright, and I hope everything's going alright for you. Yeah, and that's it. So I'll be going home tomorrow, and all my annual review stuff will be looked over, and you have like another appointment in a couple of months, and they compare from last year, which can be depressing. But at the moment I feel like I'm looking like I'm alright. I'm sort of pretty stable. So yeah, we'll get blood results, chest x-ray results, everything else in the next couple of months. But yeah, I'm just ploughing on. I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update and say hello, because I know I haven't done it in a while. So, but yeah, I hope you're all taking care of yourself, and I shall see you very soon. Bye.